Hello everyone, welcome back to Rathbone Manor for another knife review, and we have to thank Harnds for sending in this CK7006 Blazer. Let's get it out and have a look. Oh look, pouch. The usual with Harnds, very nice thick information sheet. Chinese and English. Put that back in there. Right in. There it is. I think we'll start by taking a look at the pouch then. So here is the large Cordura pouch. It's got a little drain hole in the bottom, as you can see. This one is pop fastener closing. It is very nicely made. It's padded and moulded as well, and even that's fairly thick and padded as well. Snap it back up again. On the back end of things we have the little loop so you can suspend it from a backpack or whatever. And we have the usual belt loop and of course Molly fixing point. Right then, let's get it out again. Here she is, in a nice bit of cellophane. What do you think, guys? This is the one with the black serrated blade, and I've had this on my wish list for some time. I don't know how Harnds knew I wanted it, but they did, and they sent it to me. I didn't ask for this. Thanks guys. Tell you what, let's take a closer look at it, shall we? Okay guys, as you can see I've had to fit my super duper extra wide lens on to get this blade in. Look at that. We've got a standard blade just here and the serrations at the bottom. The Harnds knife and tool logo with a little shield. We've got a couple of thumb studs, some jimping on the top of the blade here for your thumb to go on. We've got even more jimping going on just here. Massive jimping for a massive knife. Then we get to the two-tone G10 grips, and I think it looks really nice actually. You've got a proprietary screw head just here. However, on the other side of the knife, underneath the pocket clip, we do actually have a standard Torx screw so that you can actually adjust the pivot if you need to. And you've got this rather nice finish on the scales too. Looks a bit like carbon fibre. Oh, we know it's not, it's G10, but it looks a bit like a carbon fibre finish. And then there's the Harnds shield. We have Torx screws holding it all together. Nice large lanyard hole at the back here. We have actually got skeletonized stainless steel black coated liners. There's the liner lock itself. How is that doing? Let's have a look. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Okay. Let's check blade centering while we're here, as long as I don't chop my finger off. There's the blade centering. That's quite good too. Then we have the open pillar construction, and you can see there's some like nicely machined, I suppose bobbins, I suppose, little teeny bobbins by the looks of it. They're very nice, aren't they, those little spacers? And what do we have here? There's a little lever going on just here. What's that all about? With the blade open, you can push this lever forward and it will lock the liner lock, so you can't unlock the blade. Locked solid, look. Okay, so I'm going to have to introduce some extra lighting in here. There we go. Now if I push the lever forward again, hopefully, if I can do this one-handed whilst holding the torch in the other hand. There we go. You can just about see that lever there going backwards and forwards, look. There it is, and that's what locks the liner lock. It's not easy to do like this though, but there you go. And then we have the pocket clip, and I've got to say, for such a big knife, it's a little bit wimpy. I think I'd have rather had something a little stronger than that, but never mind, it does come in a pouch, so I suppose, I don't know. And for more nice texturing going on here, and torque screws. Very nice. I do like the finish on this knife actually. There's any more jimping on here? No, I don't think there is. There is the Harnds knife and tool logo and shield. On the other side we have Blazer and 9CR18 MOV. That's the steel used. Here is the fine edge. We'll be checking that out later on. As well as this very nice serrated part of the blade. See what that'll chop up as well. Here we have the locking lever, the serrations, and of course the detail in the G10. Look at that. Here is the very nice finish in the black part of the G10, and well, I think it do think it looks like carbon fibre. It's very nice. Here we have the lockup. That looks good, doesn't it? And just here you can also see the little ball detent that holds the blade closed. What sort of washers have we got in here then? Well, for a start, there's the liner lock, as it were. So what are these washers? What washers have we got in here then? Well, looking in there, I would say inside of the liner lock, there's a nylon washer on that side. Moving over to the other side, brass. A brass washer in there, or maybe two. So, just how big is this knife? Well, it's that big I've had to get the biggest tape measure I've got in the house to measure it. Okay, so what have we got here then? Well, overall length, we've got 242 millimeters. The blade length is, I suppose that's just the cutting length by the looks of it. Let's look at the cutting length here. Yes, about 98mm cutting length on there. But I mean, overall, from the tip of the blade to the scales, you're looking at about 105mm. Okay then. We better get Mrs. Rathbone's new scales into the picture and see how heavy she is. Not Mrs. Rathbone, the knife. Okay, let's pop the blazer on. 224 grams, or 7 7/8 of an ounce. Right then, I think it's time the Harnds blazer was introduced to the Bitzer bag. Harnds blazer, meet the Bitzer bag. Bitzer bag, meet the Harnds blazer. Right then, let's start by trying to knock this corner off of this sheet of paper here, shall we? Now, I'm not very good at this, but we'll give it a go. Oh dear, bad start then. Yeah, look at that, terrible start. But the blazer can do it if I can't. Yeah. Oh, yeah, as I say, my technique at this is pretty naff really. Yeah, knock that off. What the serrations are like. Shall we try the serrations? I they can just about do it, look. Move that lot. Bit of cardboard. Yeah, well, we knew it'd be able to handle that one, didn't we? What about the serrations? I wonder if they can handle cardboard. Oh yeah, they can actually handle it quite well actually. Look at that. Check this. That's the serrations. Nice. Next we'll give this rather wimpy rope a go, I think. So it's going to have to be folded over several times because it's pretty naff stuff. Get the blade in. Well, that was that was easy, wasn't it? And what about the serrations? Get the serrations in there. Oh, blimey, yeah. Crikey. Let's get a load of it together. Oh, get it in there. Get the serrations on it, and yeah, wow. Yeah, there's some good serrations there then. I've still got a little bit of this, well, a little few offcuts of the blue. Just get this board in here. Chop. I have a small little length of Labrador strength dog lead left over. We'll give that a quick go. I'll just do a little bit because I've not got a lot left. Just, oh yeah, look at that. Piece of cake that was. I've got the smaller of the package tape here, plastic stuff, and we can see it likes that as well. Let's fold it over. Try the blade first. Yep. What about the serrations then? Let's try the serrations on it. Well, there we go. Yeah. Now then, here is the black stuff that I have been using, but as this is a big knife, I thought I'd introduce it to the new strapping that I've got, which is a lot thicker and heavier duty. Right, what's it going to do for the taking the edge off then? Yeah, it takes a bit more cutting, this stuff does. I thought it would do somehow. What about if we fold it over and try chop through it? Have I given myself enough to get hold of here? Because it's thick. Right, let's try that. Here we go. Yep. Blimey, chop through that nicely. Okay then, guys. What about a large... here we are, somewhere in here. An offcut of a large zip tie, whoops, which is just about gone on the floor. Get hold of that one. What's it like with zip ties? Once, twice, but it's cut through it. I do have just one more test for this big fellow. I've got a plastic bottle here. Oh, good grief. Yeah, look at that. It chops that up nicely, doesn't it? There we go. There's a chunk chopped off of there then. Ha ha ha. Yep, piece of cake. Sweet. This is such a badass knife, guys, that it's not even afraid of spiders. Look, here it comes. Let's see what the spider does. Who's going to win out here? Oh, oh, there, let's see. Yay, the blazer. And this is the part where we check the finish on the blade after the cutting, see if it's been damaged or marked in any way. Let's have a look. Yes, I can see some polishing going on here. There are a few marks in the in the finish. There's not much on this side of the blade. There's something just there in the finish. You can see a few little marks going on there, look. Nothing too bad that side. Over the other side, however, though, look. Look at that. Damage there. A bit polishing more than anything. And something else just there. Right then, so what's the blade like for flicking out, if I can do it? There we go. Comes out there quite nicely. The liner lock folds away nicely. Oh, nearly. There's no play in the blade at all. That's very strong indeed. No up and down play. What about closed retention? Try that one. Yeah, it wants to. There we are. You can flick it out if you give it enough welly. It will come out. What about if we just try, hang on, if I get all of it. Oh, straight into the tabletop there. So it will come out if you want it to. Right, there we are. But other than that, retention is quite good. It does it get sucked back in again? Let's have a look. Yeah, I think mine, this one here, is a little bit new. It needs a bit of this. I shall have to annoy Mrs. Rathbone while we're watching the television later on, and sit there all evening doing this and run it in a bit. What do you think, guys? Haha, let's do that. Right, so as I said earlier on, I have been thinking for quite some time about buying one of these, because I quite like the black finish and the serrations on the blade. I know not all you guys out there like serrations, but I've been thinking about buying one of these for some time now, and I didn't ask Harnds for this. They just sent it along with the other stuff I got, and I think that was really generous of them. It's a big knife. Look at it. It's enormous. What's it like to hold then? Yep. I mean, perhaps if you've got small hands you might struggle a little bit with it, but I've got fairly large hands, and yeah, I don't have a problem with it. It's quite a nice and comfortable blade. Even the wimpy pocket clip's not too bad. I mean, you can feel it, but it's not uncomfortable. Yes, you can get a really good grip on that, and there's a nice little finger choil here to put your finger in, so you're not going to be slipping off into those serrations, I don't think, in any great deal of a hurry. Yes, very nice knife indeed. I like that one. Thank you very much, Harnds. If you have seen my review of the Harnds CK7006 disguiser, you will have heard me refer to this knife as the CK7002. Oh dear. Never mind. A mistake I noticed after I published the video, but never mind, won't worry about that. This is actually the CK7006 blazer. The one with the satin blade and no serrations is the CK7006A, I believe. So what do you think then, guys? What do you think of this knife? I like it. The pocket clip, well, it's a little bit wimpy for my taste, especially on such a big knife. But I suppose you do get a pouch with it, a nice strong pouch with it, which is a good thing, I suppose. It's a big old knife. Look at that, massive, great big thing. Yes, do like it. Very nice indeed. Very sharp blade on there, as we know. There's a good sharp point here as well. Nice swedge at the top of the blade on both sides, obviously. Nice black finish, which is reflected on the inside as well, on the liners too, which are skeletonized liners. And you've got this very nice two-tone black and red finish here, and I like that too. It's quite nice. Yes, very nice indeed. Okay guys, if you haven't done so already, you can subscribe to the channel. you can click like. You can share it with your friends if you think they might like it too. You can share it with them, and you can follow me on Instagram as well. Right then, so that's yet another knife review from Rathbone Manor, and thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again sometime. Mind how you go, guys. Catch you later.